Hey YouTube, it's Eli, and today is April 9th, 2013. My sorority's founding date, and I'm going to take off these glasses because the glare pisses me off. And so basically, because of the day is the reason why I want to talk about the sorority that I'm a part of, because I am proudful. I'm proud to be a Gamma. I'm proud to call myself a Gamma. Because that's who I am, regardless of the gender I identify with. So yeah. So first I want to talk about why I joined, or why I was even interested. When I came to Milliken, no friends at all. Didn't know anybody. And I wanted it to actually be that way because I wanted to have a fresh start and be who I am and stuff like that. In which case it took me almost 4 years to do that, but I wasn't ready to. I didn't know who I was at that point. So actually, my only friend at the time was Zuri, who I'll talk about more in a little bit, and she's awesome. She's cool. So my freshman year, I was looking for a place where I can fit in. Only because basically I was looking for brown people is how I'm going to put that, because I felt comfortable with brown people. I came from a high school that was predominantly Hispanic, and coming to college was definitely a culture shock because I think the whole time I was here at Milliken, I only knew of 5 Puerto Ricans in total, and then a few other. Basically, I can count how many Hispanics were on my campus, in which case I didn't care. I wanted to be friends with them because I felt like they would kind of know where I was coming from and would kind of help guide me through college and stuff like that, since I was the first in my family to go to college and stuff like that. So first I heard about LASO, Latin American Student Organization, and I joined that and stuff like that. We didn't do many things with that organization, only because the president sucked. But whatever. That's a whole different story. And then I heard about SLG, and I decided, because I heard about it and I heard just the fact that they were founded by 5 Latina women was just interesting, cool as hell. And so I went to their information just to check it out. Not that I was interested in joining. I was just hey, what's gonna hurt? I'm just gonna go and learn about the organization. And I did, and I fell in love with SLG. It was awesome, despite the fact that pink has never ever been my favorite color ever. Purple is nice. Make sure it's purple. You can't really tell. It's kind of blue, but despite that, I had no problem. I loved everything it stands for, and the reason I fell in love with SOG is because everything that they described about who they were and what they stand for and their vision for the future and their whole diverse aspect of them basically described my mother in so many ways. And because I was trying to find who I was as a woman at the time and things like that, I thought, what better not to join an organization that, to me personally, describes my mom. I've always looked up to my mother. She's been a really huge impact in my life, even though I've only had her for 15 years of my life. And so when I saw this and I learned of them, and it just reminded me so much of my mom and things like that, and all the qualities that she had, and being that I looked up to her and I wanted to be like her because I was trying to be this woman, I was interested, and I was like, yes, let's go, let's do this. I want to learn. I want to be a strong, independent woman, and all of this stuff. So the spring semester of my freshman year, I applied. I did an interview, all that stuff, and I got in and stuff. And of course, there was other things that had to happen. It wasn't like I signed a piece of paper and that was it. Because, I'm gonna stop talking about that here now. But I went through my process with Zuri, my first friend ever at Milliken, and Christiana Cabrera, in which case Christiana is the captain, number 9. Zuri is the heart, number 10, and I am the anchor, number 11. 11 is my favorite number, in case you guys were wondering why I really like that number or why I just went through whatever. So those 2 girls are my line sisters. And at first, Zuri's cool because I knew her before, and at first I didn't really like Christiana. I was very, closed off to her. And our relationship was pretty much like that for the most part, up until I came out. Since I came out, our relationship has developed so much more better. We can talk to each other. I don't hate her. It's not like I don't like her anymore. I love Christiana, and I would do anything. And even before, when I felt like I couldn't connect to her, I would have still done anything for her because that's my line sister. That's, line sisters, line brother, whatever. I would do anything for my line sisters, basically, is what I'm trying to get down at. And so, after my process, I learned everything about SLG, and I still had the same passion for SLG, at the beginning when I first learned about them, and definitely towards the end when I was a member. And I felt like, yes, I'm going to learn. I already learned about the organization now, now that I have all these sisters and stuff like that, I'm going to be able to learn how to be a woman and how to, be like my mom, in a sense. If anything, I feel like I was reaching out to SLG, or SLG being there was because I was looking for that female role model that I didn't have in my life. I never got to talk to my mom about dresses and makeup and all of that stuff. So being a part of this organization, being around women so much, would allow me to learn that, or at least that was my mindset, that this is me being around them would make me better, would make me a girl, would fix me, kind of. I would learn to be this person, and obviously didn't really work out. Not that I regret joining. I would still join if I was born a girl again, and whatever, and it came across, I would join, because my mom still has that strong impact on me, and SLG still reminds me of my mother. So yeah, I like this organization. I love this organization, actually, so it is what it is. I forgot, I lost my train of thought, but it's basically what I wanted to talk about it. At the end of the day, now that I'm out as trans and stuff like that, I'm still part of the organization. I haven't been kicked off or anything like that, which would really suck if I was. I feel like it should be a decision on my own if I want to disaffiliate, in which case I don't. I know that I don't benefit from the organization as much as I used to when I identified as female, but it doesn't erase the fact that I've learned from so much about them, about women in general, and about myself. They taught me about myself. They're the reason I'm standing here today. Because, besides, at the end of the day, even though this organization is for women and was created by women for women, all the life lessons, all the lessons that I learned can be transferred to anybody, male, female, in between, queer, gender queer. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. Like, the lessons that I learned can be taught to anyone, because they're general life lessons with, you know, a specific thing at the end of the day. You know, again, at the end of the day, I am a strong, independent man. You know what I mean? I don't let things bring me down before. I am not a quitter. You know what I mean? I know what excuses are. Like, I'm a gamma. I'm a gamma boy, gamma man, and it may sound weird, and there's only 2 of us that I know of who identify as male, who are part of the sorority. I know there's a couple of other people who are gender queer and or identify as neither, so that's interesting. My sorority is very diverse, and I love that. That's another main reason why I joined, because I love diversity. I love the fact that all of my friends are different. They're all different. No one's the same. It's freaking awesome. SOG rocks. My socks. I have purple socks on right now. I'm wearing purple. I am celebrating my day in my own kind of way. I am not wearing the letters S because all of my shirts don't really fit me anymore, so I kind of gave them away. So I don't really have letters anymore. My tiki broke, and the sweater that I have kind of like got damaged when it dried, so like the letters are kind of like damaged. So I don't really have letters, in which case it doesn't matter because I don't need them. I know that I am a part. I am a member, and that I am a gamma, and that's all that matters to me. And that's pretty much all I want to say. SOG is awesome, and if it wasn't, like I said, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have learned about myself and whatnot. So I owe a good part of something to them, and that's pretty much it. That's all I want to say. Happy Founders Day to SOG. If you know anyone who's a gamma, you should tell them Happy Founders Day. That's it. Bye.